Since 2003, this is The Sports Source with your host, John Pennington.
The Sports Source is presented by Junk Be Gone, Pipe Wrench, and the Garza Law Firm.
The Sports Source starts now.
Good Sunday morning. Welcome into the Junk Be Gone studios for today's episode of The Sports Source. Happy to have you with us. We're covering a lot of stuff today. We got 90 minutes. We're going to be talking football. In case you haven't noticed, this week there's been a lot of talk about Josh Heupel. National guys have weighed in. Some local fans have weighed in on message boards. Former players have weighed in and said, his ceiling is this. Is it too soon to be talking ceilings? Is it fair game? We'll discuss Josh Heupel and all that kind of talk right off the bat. We'll also get into tempo. We'll get into a comparison between Heupel and Lane Kiffin. A lot of comparisons being made out there, so I just went straight to the numbers. Interesting stuff, whether you are pro-Heupel or anti-Heupel at this point. You need to see these numbers, so stick around for that. I promise you'll find them interesting. And then we've also got some football recruiting in here and basketball. It's an open date. When football ends, we go straight into basketball full time. But today, to kick off basketball, we got Mark Pankratz. We got VFL Isaiah Victor. It's a big day when Isaiah comes to visit us. Let's get right into it. First segment of today's show, brought to you by Junk Be Gone. It's turkey time in Tennessee, and Junk Be Gone has a holiday helper for you. Rent a driveway dumpster and receive 2 added days absolutely free. You know, I've used these guys for years, and I can't recommend them highly enough. Mike Such and his family and his team do a wonderful job. Learn more about them. Line up a visit to your home at junkbegone.biz. All right. Can't speak more highly of the guys who are with me right now either. We have right here from 99.1 The Sports Animal, Will West, his partner on the radio Monday through Friday, Tyler Ivins. I'll be there with you guys tomorrow. And the guy who's going to be missing tomorrow, yes. Bob Hodge. How dare you leave us as a trio tomorrow?
I hate myself for it.
Bob, thanks for being here. Thanks for all of you for being here. Gentlemen, the Vols sit at 6-3. They've lost to 8-1 Georgia on a missed field goal. They lost to 8-1 Alabama on the road, and they turned it over 3 times and losing to 7-2 Oklahoma. All those teams are currently top 12 in the nation. But if you read the message boards or social media, you find there are people out there, it's not the majority by any stretch, but there are people out there who are already saying, this team has underachieved. Should have done better. We expected more. Will West, have the Vols underachieved this year?
I don't think they've underachieved, but I think they have greatly underperformed. I think that Tennessee...
Now, is that a distinction without a difference?
I think it's a distinction, because I don't know that you've lost a game that I look at and say, you definitely should have won that one. Georgia, you could have beaten Georgia.
Missed kick,
yeah. Yeah, you missed a kick. I think strategically you made a lot of bad decisions in that game that led to Georgia being allowed to come back. But the Oklahoma game, you just got beat by them. You turned the ball over 3 times. You didn't jump out to a big lead. You lose 3 defensive ends, and you just got ran through in the second half. I don't know what you can do there. So I don't think they played to their potential yet. But as far as wins and losses go, I can't say they've underachieved either.
Okay.
Not going to go there either. I think I look at Tennessee's offense. I think it's been simply just we thought they were an 8-4 program. Correct me if I'm wrong. You had them 8-4 at the beginning of the season. 8-4 as well. I think you caught a little bit of luck with how the offensive line played out while David Sanders was nursing the injury. 107 days from that Atlanta start for Joey Aguilar, and things started to evolve around you. Defensively, though, when you look at the depth that you've lost, and you had to start using some of your top 3 pass rushers, some 38% of those snaps early in the season, well, that rubber was off the tire by the time you started getting a lot of that depth back. Secondary took a ding.
Yeah,
nobody besides Arion Carter has been playing well at linebacker. So I think what you caught luck-wise offensively, you weren't getting so much defensively, and this is coming off a year. It was one of the most successful defensive seasons this program's ever seen, and it has not carried over.
I don't think I said Tennessee 9-3. Then I slid over to 8-4. Then I came back to 9-3. I mean,
Still possible.
I'm kind of like a drunk driver. Watching, he's all over the place. But I don't think Tennessee underachieved simply because before the season, I thought 9-3 football team, and then I went to the 8-4 football team. It just seemed to me that they were set up to look like they have underachieved. I don't think they've underachieved. You played the tires off Georgia, and should have won if you make
If you hit a chip shot kick.
You go down to Alabama, and a big turnover sort of just changes the way that game feels. Big turnover at home against Oklahoma. So I said 9-3 for the season. That obviously have an opportunity to hit exactly where I was. But the underachievement thing, I think people have that feeling because as the season rolls on, as it always does, things get pushed up and up and up and up. And so now you come away feeling like, well, I thought this team could make the college football playoff. Was there an outside chance that they could? Yeah, I thought there was an outside chance. But if somebody would ask me, what is it? I would have said 80-20, they don't make the college football playoff.
Can I throw the caveat in of yet? They have not underachieved yet. If they went out, I would say, okay, you lost a game, but you didn't want to lose to an Oklahoma team. I think you're better than.
If they went out, I say they overachieved.
Yeah,
I had 8-4.
But if they lose again, I'm going to say, okay, you finally have lost to a team that's just straight up worse than you. If you lose to Vanderbilt or you lose, that's worse players. But if you lose to Vanderbilt or you lose to Florida, Tennessee has better players than Vandy. They have more talent than Vandy does, but they haven't done it yet. So let's see if they can finish this off.
I think Tennessee would have better players than Vandy if they had their 2 starting cornerbacks. I just think that's a serious issue that's hamstrung them from the season.
I think that has set up the entire season, from the first quarter of Syracuse on.
Well, we've got somebody that's going to say that in a minute. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, a lot of the problems you have can be traced right back to that. I think if you don't have that problem, the conversation's different. Now, maybe they're still, a 3-loss football team at this point, but the conversation is different. I went into the season saying, that's the strength of your team. Missed that one a little bit, but there's a reason missed it a little bit.
Yeah. For those people out there listening, thinking they've underachieved or overachieved, let me show you some numbers. I thought this was interesting. I went back and looked. Overall wins by SEC teams since 2002, so it's 22. So this doesn't count Heupel's first year when he's rebuilding, but this is since he's got it rebuilt. And this was going into the weekend. You're 4th overall in the SEC. It's it's the toughest league in football, and you are 1 game behind Ole Miss. Now 2 because they beat the Citadel yesterday. But in terms of overall wins, you're 2 games behind Ole Miss. You're 4th best in the SEC. And let's check at the next one, just the SEC teams. And so SEC wins. Right. You got 19 of those. Alabama and Georgia are way ahead of everybody. It's you and Ole Miss again. You're still 1 behind them. To me, there's been a lot of talk this week about Josh Heupel. I think it's a little overblown, but we'll continue to discuss that.